Good evening, welcome to the Haldimand County Caledonia Center. I'm John Molson. Tonight, the 9-0 first place Caledonia Corvairs host the 4-2-2 Welland Jr Canadians. The Corvairs remain undefeated on the year following a huge 6-3 win in St. Catharines last night. It was the Corvairs' second win on the year against the Falcons. The Falcons are the number 2 team in the Golden Horseshoe Conference. Their only losses on the year come at the hands of the Corvairs. The Welland Jr Canadians come into tonight's game winners of 2 straight. Welland's last loss was to Caledonia in Welland on September the 22nd. That was the only head-to-head matchup between the 2 teams this season. Tonight's starting goaltenders for the Welland Jr Canadians. Starting in goal for Welland is number 31, Liam Conway. He has a 1-loss record of 3-2 with an overtime loss and a shootout loss. 24 goals against Conway on the year, a .334 goals against average, and a .913 save percentage.
Would you please now stand while Alicia Myra sings our national anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, through patient love in our sighs plant, with glowing hearts receiving rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard
Ladies and gentlemen, now stepping onto the ice at center ice in front of the timekeeper's bench, Mr. Richard Vanderhaeg, convener for the Golden Horseshoe Conference of the Greater Ontario Junior B Hockey League, is here to make special presentations on behalf of the league. First of all, the Golden Horseshoe Goalie of the Month for September, with a goals against average of 1.25 from Caledonia, Mr. Colin Furlong. Number 1. And Corvairs this month's double winners, the Golden Horseshoe Defenseman of the Month for September, number 74, Tyler Nixon. Ladies and gentlemen, early Corner Stars for September. Let's hear it for them.
Tonight's starting goaltender for the Caledonia Corvairs is number 1, Colin Furlong. Furlong moments ago just named goaltender of the month for September for the entire GOJHL. He's played in all 9 games for the Corvairs, registering a 9-0 1-loss record, 1 shutout on the year. Just 12 goals against on the season as Connor Murphy wins the opening draw, drawing it back to his own zone on the far side, but it's taken away. A quick shot by Adam Mattia as a pass through the neutral zone. Brown on the far side at the corner goes in deep for Connor Murphy. Now at the half wall, the pass far side to Spencer Gourlay. Gourlay in behind the net to Murphy. Murphy turning around. It deflects off the stick of Desjardins and over to Brown on the far side. Gourlay looks to go back to the point, losing possession of the puck. Mattia in there checked Brown off the puck, but Travers takes a shot from the right side of the blue line, 3 inches wide of the far post. Mattia chips it in at center and goes off on the game's first line change. Travers bouncing the puck in off the far side for the Corvairs and covered up by Conway at the far side. Furlong with a 1.48 goals against average on the year. That's good for 2nd in the league on goaltending stats, and a .948 save percentage. Once again, Colin Furlong just named goaltender of the month for the month of September. Muir and Fontana pin their man up on the far half wall before the defender Gabe Rougie grabs the puck for the junior Canadians. Back to get it behind his own net is the Welland defender looking for Fitzgerald up by the benches, but it's taken away by Greg Christmas. Christmas cutting the angle on the centering pass and the puck deflecting off the shoulder of Furlong. Stort's backhanding it in, grabbing it once again at the far wall. Fontana forcing a turnover. Jake Brown around the net on the wraparound, and the puck goes high, catching a piece of Conway's stick and going out the far corner. Tyler Stranges trying to clear his own zone on the left side, unable to do so. The Corvairs still applying pressure as Morin dumps the puck in from the neutral zone. Barron throws it all the way around the board. Play at the half wall far side now. Dykstra turning around, the whistle going, and the game's first penalty coming up to Ryan Morin. 3 minutes and 36 seconds into the first period of play. No score between the Caledonia Corvairs and the Welland Jr Canadians. Caledonia a perfect 4-0 at home, extending their road unbeaten streak to 5-0 with an impressive 6-3 win last night. Caledonia winning the draw, but DeFonso keeping it onside at the far point. 1:45 left in the penalty to Morin as the Canadians cycle the puck around. Gourlay clearing the puck back to the neutral zone. DeFonso back inside his own line. The pass through center, Mattlejohn giving chase on the far side before the puck is cleared by J.C. Travers. DeFonso back behind his own net. Giving chase is Mitch Brown. Guglietta shooting it in, and Furlong cutting it off behind his own net. Back to the left point for DeFonso. He loses possession there and Goldsworthy throws it in through the neutral zone. Justin Abraham hammering the puck all the way around the end boards and back down into the Welland end. Under a minute now to go in the penalty to Ryan Moran. Whistle on the play. Welland at just 17.19% on the power play coming into tonight, so they're looking for an improvement in that stat. Caledonia at just over 25%, doing quite well on their power play. Caledonia at 91%, 91.08 on the penalty kill. So up at the top of the leaderboard, but Welland actually leading. Rugy here with a chance. His pass to Fitzgerald. Rugy had an open shot but decided to pass off into the slot instead. Caledonia able to clear, and Brown giving chase on the near side. Cody Brown doing a good job of forechecking as the first Caledonia penalty ends. And Brown continuing to forecheck, forcing a giveaway. Scott Dorian going offside at the top of the Welland line. Cody Brown, an impressive start to his Caledonia career last night. Brown finished with 2 power play goals and 3 assists in his first game as a Corvair in St. Catharines last evening. Fontana hit hard through the neutral zone. The puck now beside the Welland bench. Quilty giving chase down on the near side corner. Lalonde tries to take it away from him. The centering pass by Quilty. Fontana far side takes it and backhands it around the board out the near side. Abraham centering pass. The short pass to Fontana mishandled. Abraham gets it back. The turnaround shot along the ice, handled by the Welland goaltender Conway. Abraham turning around, avoiding the forecheck of Lee in behind his own net now. The pass up to Quilty. Quilty's pass to Fontana through the neutral zone. Gourlay cutting it off far side, and a snapshot wide of the net to the near corner. Ratchford back beside his own blue line. Back to Christmas, gives it back to Ratchford. Ratchford, the pass up past the red line to Gourlay, dumps it in as Connor Murphy gives chase in behind the Welland net. Brown gets away off the far corner, and with a head of steam walks right into the slot and fires wide to the near post. Gourlay at center beside the Welland bench. Both teams going off on a line change. The pass up to the red line, dumped in. Jake Brown over the left side now, leaves it for Nixon, and he scores! Kyler Nixon off the far side above the right circle. The quick shot, it hardly touched his stick. So Nixon winning Defenseman of the Month for September and continuing his streak of good play as Caledonia with the opening goal. 8 minutes and 18 seconds into the first.
Tyler Nixon, assisted by numbers 88, Jake Brown, and 83, Jeffrey Malott. Time of the goal, 7:18. Corvairs
Brown and Malott
scored by 7-4.
drawing assists on the play. Furlong making the save off his right shoulder, and play now in the other end. Stortz backhanding it in. Christmas by the end line on the far side. He now moves behind his own net. Turning around, the pass out the far side, looking for Abraham. Cut off by Desjardins of the Canadians, as a bank shot off the glass by Christmas ends up beside the two team benches. Jonathan grabs an errant pass, far corner. And now Brown turning it around and giving it back to Jonathan. Brown and Jonathan passing it back and forth amongst themselves as Abraham moves off the point. A whistle here and a high stick. Stortz off to the box for Welland. Caledonia to their first power play. Caledonia as mentioned, at 25.81%. Quilty down the half wall for Brown. Back to Quilty, the shot, the slapper. Gorley pouncing on the rebound, and he scores. Spencer Gorley with his first goal on the night. Off the pass from Matt Quilty at the top of the point, and the Corvairs double their lead to 2-0. Quilty winning the draw at center, backhanding it in and giving chase on his own. The centering pass.
93, Matt Quilty. Time of the goal, 9:06. Corvairs' second goal, a power play effort by 5 Corley from 93, Quilty.
Brooker Mirror slashed in the throat there on that play. So Cipriano to the box to sit for 2 minutes. Brown taking the draw, losing the draw. Nixon at the left point goes back down the half wall.
Cipriano, 2 minutes for 5 sticking.
Nixon top of the point, hands off for Fontana, and his snapshot wide to the far side. Quilty the shot. His shot halfway up the bar to the near side, wide of the net. Nixon top of the point. Quilty calls for the pass but can't handle it. Had his stick back for the slap shot. Muir behind the net, hits Brown on the near corner. Fontana back to the far side. The slap shot by Nixon, and Brown and Muir. Brown above the blue paint, and Muir off to his right looking for the rebound. Kyler Nixon on the assist from Jake Brown, and Jeff Malott getting Caledonia's opening goal at 7:18. Murphy waiting on the half wall near side, in behind the net to Gorley. Backhands it, the backhander back to Murphy, who's pinned up against the boards by DeFonso. Gives it to Brown, his shot on the forehand, wide to the far side. Welland able to clear the zone, and Justin Abraham back to pick up the puck for the Corvairs. Murphy down the boards near side by the benches. Christmas back in his own zone. passes around the board for the other defender, Abraham, who gives it back to Christmas behind his own net. Murphy, the pass up, the cross ice feed to Abraham, dumping it in out the far wall and cut off by Conway. Gourlay behind the net now, over to Murphy, back to the left side for Greg Christmas, down the half wall to Brown. Brown in behind the net to Murphy. Murphy waits. Welland now back to full strength. Passes out to Brown, back to the point to Abraham. His shot hits something in front. Murphy looking for the rebound. Gourlay side of the net with a rebound far side. And now the whistle goes as Brown ends up behind the Welland net, the net off its moorings. Cody Brown with the 5 points in his first game, a welcome addition. Brown spending the first few games of this season with the Barrie Colts of the OHL. Brett Dykstra on the far side looking for the puck. Radford back to retrieve it inside his own line for the Corvairs. Conway leaving it for his defender, but it's picked off by Jake Brown, and his hard shot wide out the other side. Lalonde mishandling the pass. Lalonde's shot wide of the net, far side, hitting the end boards to the right of Colin Furlong. Travers behind the net at the end line. Travers and Brown trying for the puck. Brown coming up with it and leaving his own zone as Dykstra tips it in on the far side. Lee at the end line, regrouping behind his own net. Down the sidewall to the half-board far side. Picked off by Scott Dorian, throwing it in from the top of the blue line to the far board Welland zone. Backhanded out by Stranges. He can't get it past the line. Jonathan on the right side of the line managing to keep it in. And the shot by Greg Christmas to the near post. Conway having to be sharp there, although it looked like the shot by Christmas was maybe an inch or two off the net to the near side. Mitch Brown to take the draw, left circle, winning the draw, but he can't get it to a Caledonia player down the left wing, so Desjardins picks it off, but Caledonia able to keep it in. Brown pinning his man against the boards. Jonathan turning around, his shot wide. Nixon picking it up from the right side of the blue line and ringing it all the way around the horseshoe out the near side on the half wall. Taken away by Buglietta. The claw picked off momentarily by Nixon. So Christmas passes to Dorian. Dorian's errant pass to Matt Martin. Martin down the boards now at the end line, far side. The shot by Adam Barron, and Furlong making the save in the midsection off to his right side before the puck deflects out of play. So Kyler Nixon, after winning Defenseman of the Month with the first Caledonia goal, then Spencer Gourlay replied at 9:06 of the first off the assist from Matt Quilty. And that's where we stand now with 5:48 to play. First period of play, the Caledonia Corvairs with a 2-0 lead on the Welland Jr. Canadians. Quilty racing over the right side of the Welland blue line. Fontana trying to take it deep. Quilty now with it on the half wall, turns around at the right side of the line. And Abraham skating back hard to take the puck away from Stortz. Fontana far side. Skates over the Welland line. The shot deflecting off Gabe Ruggie. He gets it back. Corvairs and Fontana trying to pick up the puck near corner. Fontana comes up with it, and his snapshot hit a Welland defender in front, so he has to leave the zone and pick up the puck in his own zone. Nixon behind his own net. Hits Corvairs. The cross ice pass for Muir. The short lead pass to Connor Murphy. Murphy chipping it in on the far side. Corvairs keeping it on side at the right. His shot 3 inches wide to the far post. Christmas's pass deflecting off the stick of Fitzgerald. And Mattia tries to get a shot, but the puck trickles wide, far side to the right of Furlong. Christmas, the pass down the right wing for Spencer Gourlay. Barron takes it away, gives it to Storts. The pass through neutral ice to Fitzgerald, skating down the right wing. Allen trapped in behind the Caledonia net. Fitzgerald through neutral ice. Brown intercepting the puck now beside the Welland bench as Welland takes a line change. The shot in by DeFonso deflects off Furlong. The puck arcing high in the air out the near side. Jake Brown now skating around 3 Welland players back defending. Malott backhands it down the near board. Jake Brown, short pass off for Malott. Dykstra, side of the net, near side. His shot goes wide and out the far corner. Corvairs inside his own line for Ratchford. The puck picked off by Lalonde. Dykstra trapped in the neutral zone, so the Welland player dumps the cross ice feed beside the Caledonia bench. Dykstra offside at the top of the Welland blue line. Face off beside the Welland blue line, near side. Storts wins the draw, tries to give it back to Desjardins defending, but Quilty manages to get in behind him and give Caledonia possession as Todd Ratchford's shot off the far wall goes wide of the net, picked up by Brown, now in the same spot. Brown maneuvering around to the backhand is Jake Brown. So the 2 Browns looking for a goal and an assist as Malott picks it up far side. His shot wide off the end board on the far side. Morin keeps it in. Morin hit heavily, but Brown, Jake Brown, able to maneuver himself into a nice scoring opportunity to the right of the slot, gets the wrist shot away, and the save by Conway with under 2 minutes to go, first period of play. Mitch Brown tying up with Cipriano, giving chase, flip back to the neutral zone. Corvairs back behind his own net. Up the boards for Briar Jonathan. The pass to Dorian through center, making his way around the defender, falls to the ice. Dorian making the Welland left winger crash into the boards. He then got around the defender and managed a shot. And as a result, out of all of that, Gabe Rougie will go to the penalty box. Caledonia back to the power play. So a splendid effort by Scott Dorian puts Caledonia on their second power play. The hard shot by Quilty goes out the near side. Brown unable to handle the rebound. The puck going all the way back into the Caledonia zone. Welland crashing into the net. Tanner Allen crashing into Furlong's far side post. No call though, Furlong having to put the goal back in its place. Under a minute to go now, 1:23 to go in the Caledonia power play. Murphy turning around far side, the pass from the end line in behind the net. Looking for Gourlay. Murphy getting it back over top the right circle. Turning around at the half wall far side now. Murphy waiting patiently, gives it back to Gourlay, over to Quilty. The fake shot, Fitzgerald sliding across to take away a scoring opportunity. Brown fakes the shot to Kyler Nixon, back to Brown. The shot, and Conway coming up big with the right pad. Caledonia still applying pressure. Gourlay's shot from the right circle. Welland able to clear the buzzer going. So Caledonia getting their first goal off the stick of the defenseman of the month, Kyler Nixon, assisted by Jake Brown and Jeff Malott at 7:18 of the first. A little under 2 minutes later, Spencer Gourlay replied right in front of the net. Quilty shot off the top of the blue line, and Gourlay grabbing that pass from Quilty at 9:06. And at the end of the first intermission, it's the Caledonia Corvairs 2 and the Welland Jr Canadians no score.
And Caster plays.
Caledonia and the Welland Jr Canadians just about set to start the second period of play. Caledonia ahead 2-0, approaching this second period on Kyler Nixon and Spencer Gourlay goals. On the out-of-town scoreboard, the Niagara Falls Canucks have already defeated the Buffalo Regals by a score of 7-5. It's the Cambridge Winterhawks in front of the Brantford 99ers by a score of 3-1 in the second at Galt Arena, as Fitzgerald slaps the opening draw down deep into the Caledonia end. Nixon the pass through the neutral zone. Brown racing out the far side, the pass to Connor Murphy. Murphy now leading the GOJHL in scoring as his shot goes out the far side. Murphy with 18 points in 9 games. Brown the shot, Gourlay on the doorstep looking for his second. Conway sprawling, the rebound coming out to Brown, and Welland back the other way, working his way into the slot as Gabe Rougie. Rougie out the far side, Nixon takes it away from him. Connor Murphy in behind his own net for the Corvairs. Storts tries to steal it from him. Nixon throws it back up the wall near side and backhanded in by Lacroix from the left side of the blue line. The shot by Desjardins, the hard slap shot. Furlong with an excellent save, coming all the way out past the top of his blue paint from the center of the net. Furlong keeping the Canadians off the score sheet. Lacroix in the corner. Christmas looking for the puck near side, and Muir backhands it out to the neutral zone. Desjardins inside his own line, the pass for Storts. Storts missing the pass, Furlong backhanding it around the far side board off the skate of Muir, and the pass giving chase is Cosimo Fontana from the near half wall. Fontana all the way out the other side, and the shot off the right pad of Conway and out of play in behind the Welland net. Matt Quilty to take the draw opposite Lalonde from the left circle. Lalonde digging in the corner. Fontana tries to take it away. Quilty falls down as he turns around. Christmas losing possession, but Abraham able to get back for the Corvairs. Stranges from neutral ice crosses the red line. His pass down the board, gloved down by Christmas. Abraham inside his own line, the pass up for Fontana. Dumps a bouncing pass off the far wall. Conway leaving it for the defender. Stranges at the half wall. Jeff Malott taking it away. Ratchford top of the blue line. His shot blocked by Stranges. Morin inside his own line. The pass down the far wall. The pass eluding Ratchford and picked off by Goldsworthy, who throws it back through the neutral zone. Furlong throws it up the boards for Dykstra. Dykstra's lead pass for Brown, 3 inches past him, taken by Patrick Desjardins and dumped back to the neutral zone on the far side. Matt Martin trying to gain possession. He backhands it back to the defender. Desjardins up the near sidewall to Hatton. Passes on to Cipriano and his wrist shot. Furlong able to get to the near post and direct it to the corner. Brown picks it up to leave his own zone. Crosses center over the blue line. The pass from the near side looking for Jonathan, but it's taken away by Christian DeFonso. Nixon through center. A nice move around the defender, but Desjardins cuts him off at the last minute. The short pass out for Dorian near post. Jonathan moves in off the point. The pass in for Dorian. The shot by Dorian off the right shoulder of Conway. Brown in behind the net at the end line far side. And a delayed penalty coming up here to the Canadians as Gugliotta touches up. Desjardins off to the box. Connor Murphy to take the draw. He loses out to Fitzgerald. Gourlay keeping it in. Quilty tries to keep it in at the right side of the blue line, unable to do so. So Desjardins off for tripping Caledonia to their third power play, their first of this second period. Furlong leaving it for Nixon. Nixon the pass down the near wall for Brown. Brown gets free. Cody Brown trying to work himself into the slot off the near corner. Gourlay now turning around, passes down the wall for Nixon. Back to the point, Quilty the fake shot. Nixon the pass down the wall, hits something in front and deflects into the left glove of Conway. 14:27 to go, second period of play. No scoring in this second period. The Corvairs up 2-0 on the strength of Spencer Gourlay and Kyler Nixon goals. Cody Brown around the net. The pass out from Gourlay. Brown once again trying to work himself into the slot. Murphy now in behind the net. The pass to Quilty. Quilty wide open off the right side of the slot. And the wrister, Conway able to get a shoulder on it. The shot by Nixon rings off the post to the near corner. Conway not able to get to that one, but somehow it stays out. Quilty passes to an open Connor Murphy down below the right side of the face-off circle. Brown trying to move into the slot around the defender. Nixon, the turnaround pass to Quilty at the point, the slap shot, and a big save by Conway. Conway pouncing on the rebound at the far post before Cody Brown can tap it in. 9 seconds left in the penalty to Desjardins. Face off from the left circle, Jake Brown to take the draw. Fontana back to the left side to Abraham, forces it down the wall to Muir. Muir forechecked by Rougie, comes up with it anyway, turns around back to Christmas. The shot deflects off Conway and into the near corner. Fitzgerald turning around for Rougie, his pass to Desjardins down the sidewall, taken away by Abraham. Welland now in the Caledonia zone at the near side half wall. Christmas takes it away, back to Abraham, back to Christmas. The pass up beside the benches. Jake Brown grabbing the puck and bouncing it in. Conway gloving it down at the left side for a face-off from the right circle, Welland zone. Brown winning the draw, looks for Dykstra, taken away by Adam Barron. Malott now digging on the far half wall, down the board. Brown behind the net. Cody Brown turning around at the end line, still with it, spinning around, gets to the forehand, gives it to Malott. Malott down the wall, near side, gives to Cody Brown. Cody Brown falling on the play, gives it back to Dykstra. Abraham moving off the right side of the blue line. Welland finally able to clear the zone on the takeaway by Lacroix. The rebound, Pugliana with a nice scoring chance, but by the time he got to the rebound, he was all the way in behind the net to the near corner. The puck going all the way down the ice for icing, so a face-off in the Caledonia zone. Cipriano to take the draw opposite Cody Brown. The Corvairs win the draw. Christmas up the far side to Quilty, dumping it in. and a mishandle by Conway, bounces off the side of the net. Lee around Jonathan defending on the play. Puck now beside the Welland bench. Jonathan charging up through the neutral zone before Ryan Moran skates it up over the far side, passing the red line. Cipriano, the pass back to the defender, who gives it back to Cipriano. Goldsworthy then dumping it in. Radford with the puck behind his own net for Caledonia. Brown falling down through the neutral zone. Jonathan manages to get a stick on it, gives it back to Brown, streaking down the right wing. Welland now skating through the neutral zone. The pass into the slot for Hatton. He falls down above the right circle, and Caledonia breaks right back out the other way on the pass by Kyler Nixon up to Cody Brown. Now in behind the Welland net as we've just hit the halfway point of this game. The Corvairs leading 2-0 on 2 first period goals by Spencer Gourlay and Kyler Nixon. Connor Murphy falling down on the far side. Damian Lalonde tripping him up. Looks like Matt Martin heading to the box. Matt Martin off to the box for tripping, and a face-off from the right circle in the Welland zone as Caledonia goes to the power play. Murphy winning the draw for Cody Brown over to Nixon on the left. The pass over to Quilty and down the side wall near side. Brown hands it back to Gourlay over to Quilty. Gourlay moves down the wall near side, passes to Murphy on the end line. Quilty, Murphy trying to move into the slot off to the right of the slot. Puck now down past the end line near corner. Cody Brown turning around. The wraparound cuts across to the center of the net. Cody Brown and Liam Conway having to be very alert as Brown could have shot either to the near post or at the center position. Conway able to get across and keep the Welland deficit at 2. Murphy winning the draw back to Quilty, right side of the point. His shot wide and out the far side. Quilty back past the red line to retrieve it in his own end. The pass up, Brown moves around the defense. The shot, the bouncing shot, evades the left glove of Conway, but goes in to the near corner. Murphy with it once again. Breaking over the line is Gourlay before it's taken away by DeFonso. Quilty the pass through the neutral zone. Kyler Nixon leaving it for Cody Brown. The snapshot, the rebound, and Connor Murphy side of the net looking to extend the Caledonia lead to 3. But Conway able to hold the Canadians in this game with a glove save to his left side. Mitch Brown to take the draw from the far circle. Brown winning the draw back to Abraham. Down the half wall to Fontana. Goes deep for Brown at the end line far side. Fontana down in the corner for Brown. Brown around the net out the near side now to Christmas. Gives it back to Brown down the half wall. Brown the pass to Muir back to the left side. The shot by Abraham into the midsection of Conway. Brown trying for a rebound. He has the puck on the far side now. Brown streaking into the slot. Intercepted by Cipriano. And the puck back to neutral ice as Greg Christmas shoots it right back in. 7:35 to go, second period of play. The junior Canadians now back to full strength. Brown gloves it down, centering pass, looking for Muir. Picked off, skating the other way on a 2-on-2 is Lacroix. Stewart dumped in the corner, far side by Jake Brown. Welland of the power play, looking to cut their deficit to 1. Greg Christmas to the box for the Corvairs. Christmas playing his first game for the Corvairs last night. His first appearance in a Corvair uniform this season after spending all of last year in Caledonia. Ratchford cuts off his man. Gugliotta at the far point. Ruggi keeps it in down the half wall.
2 minutes for holding time of the penalty.
Gugliotta.
48. Corvair penalty 24. Christmas.
Ruggi inside his own line with 1:28 left in the penalty to Greg Christmas. Christmas off for holding, Morin around his own net. Throws it all the way around the board, off the glass and out the far side. Fitzgerald picks it up for Ruggi, right side of the point. Back to Fitzgerald, his shot taken away by Todd Ratchford, throwing down the ice. Gugliotta over the right side of the blue line. The shot by Ruggi deflecting wide off to the far side. Gathered in behind the net by Christian Lee. Morin picking it off, banking it off the glass far side and into Welland territory. Under 6 to go now, 32 seconds left in the penalty to Christmas. Gugliotta over the right side of the blue line once again, drops for Cipriano. The centering pass for Lee, taken away by Kyler Nixon, now in behind his own net. Nixon able to throw it all the way down the ice, near side. DeFonso back to pick it up for the junior Canadians before J.C. Traverse picks it off for the Corvairs, throws it right back down the ice. The Corvairs back to full strength. The shot by Murphy, partially fanning on the shot, could have got his own rebound, but the puck squirts out the far side. Nixon at his own line, the pass up for Brown. Murphy moving into the slot, taken away by Patrick Desjardins. Nixon skating back for the Corvairs through the neutral zone and back in behind his own net. Banks it off the boards out the far side. Desjardins back beside his own blue line to pick up the puck for the Canadians. Fitzgerald passing the right side of the blue line, checked by Gourlay. Furlong plays it down the boards out the far side, chipped away off the stick of Barron. Barron shot. Furlong sharp at the top of the paint, far side. Able to cut off the rebound. Matt Martin able to, or unable to get a rebound on the play. 4:09 to go, second period of play. Lalonde to take the draw from the left circle. Wins it back to Ruggi left side. Greg Christmas tries to cut it off. Martin in there behind the net as the whistle goes. Lalonde taking the draw. The pass back to Ruggi. Can't handle the pass out through the neutral zone. Muir giving chase. Far corner. Welland through the neutral zone now. Martin trying to move around the defender, but stood up by Christmas. Stort's turning around, tried to get to the backhand and then fell as he tried to get a forehand shot away. Stort, his short pass down the near sidewall, picked off by Abraham. And then Abraham stands up Stort with a shove beside the Caledonia bench. Fitzgerald to take the draw opposite Quilty from the left circle. Fitzgerald winning the draw, drawing it back to the defender. But Fontana takes the puck through the neutral zone. His shot wide, going all the way back into his own zone is Quilty to pick it up. And his clearing pass out of the zone ends up out of play on the far side. Under 3 to go now, second period of play. Tonight's presentation brought to you by our Pro HD. Murphy, the drop pass for Morin. Morin around the far side wall for Quilty. Can't clear the line. And the shot by Goldsworthy wide of the net and out the near side. Mattia pinned up against the boards. Malott now grabs it at the half wall far side. Can't avoid Lacroix, but he is able to get it across to Connor Murphy. Picked off by DeFonso, throwing down the ice. DeFonso's pass way too far. The Welland coaching staff with their arms up in the air, apparently thinking that puck hit something on the way down to the Caledonia end line, but a face-off from the right circle, Welland end. Brown winning the draw, tying up with Fitzgerald at the near corner. Jonathan coming away with it with 2:10 left to go, second period of play. Mitch Brown turning around near corner, the pass in behind the net to Jonathan. Jonathan banks a backhand pass back to Brown, back in behind the net. Scott Dorian making his way free on the near side, tries to turn around. Mattia near side, pinned up against the boards by Scott Dorian. Ratchford back in his own zone to regroup for the Corvairs through the neutral zone, nearly picked off by Cugliata. The pass by Todd Ratchford across the slot, no one there, so Mitch Brown touches up on the far side. Nixon down the half wall far side, turns around at the end line. The cross ice feed looking for Gorley back door. Gorley having to turn around in the near corner. Travers down the half wall in to Gorley, moving out the far side into the left circle. Can't get a shot away on the turnaround, so Welland turns around and goes on the 2-on-2. Cuglietta losing the puck. Play now in the neutral zone. Ruggie back for Welland. Gorley taking it away from him. Desjardins shot wide, hitting the boards on the far side. Travers, forecheck by number 61, Christian Lee. Cody Brown with a large amount of speed, moves around the defender, goes to the backhand, and a beautiful save by Liam Conway with the left pad, robbing Cody Brown at the last minute as Brown went all the way from the neutral zone. Quick speed all the way up past the blue line around the defender, got a shot away on the backhand of the near post. And Conway getting the pad down. So no scoring in that second period of play. Spencer Gourlay and Kyler Nixon with first period goals. And at the second intermission, it's the Caledonia Corvairs 2 and the Welland Jr Canadians 0.
The Corvairs will be traveling to Ancaster. Game time in Ancaster, 7:30. For our Caledonia Thunder minor hockey up Retrievers.
No scoring in the second period as the two teams come out to start the third. Caledonia with 2 goals in the first at 7:18 by Kyler Nixon. Spencer Gourlay replied at 9:06. The Corvairs with a 2-0 lead after 2 periods. On the out-of-town scoreboard, Niagara Falls beat Buffalo earlier 7-5. The Cambridge Winterhawks are up 4-2 on the 99ers after 2 periods of play. The 99ers really struggling. That'll drop them to 2-8 on the year. The 99ers, if they lose tonight, will have lost 5 straight. Nixon behind his own net, the pass down the near wall to Corvairs, hits Cody Brown with the head of steam, and they score! A beautiful goal by Cody Brown. The long lead pass out the far side, Brown breaking off the right wing, snapping a shot up under the crossbar, and the Corvairs triple their lead at 3-0.
Caledonia Pro-Fit Corvairs goal scored by number 10, Cody Brown. Assisted by number 5,
Gourlay and Murphy back
Gourlay
on the 2-on-2.
CC Bears. Time of the goal, 16 seconds into the third period. Corvairs' third goal scored
So
by
Gourlay gets his second point on the night off the long lead pass. Brown with the highlight goal of the night as he snaps a shot under the crossbar. Brown on the far side looking for another one. Abraham picks it up inside his own line, far side. Welland picking it off. The shot by Christian Lee. The rebound coming out to Matt Martin, and his shot off the right side wide of Furlong. Christmas taking it away. Desjardins back in the neutral zone beside his own blue line to pick up the puck for the Canadians. Christmas giving chase, batting it away from Cipriano. Beside the bench as Martin Quilty beats him to the puck. Near corner as he falls down in the corner, gets it back behind the net. The centering pass, the shot, and they score! Matt Quilty cutting across from behind the net to wrap around at the near post. Got a short rebound, and then he skated across to the far side for an open shot. Tucks it in the open net. And 2 goals in 2 minutes. 2 goals in the third period. Caledonia now with a 4-0 lead.
Corvairs' fourth goal, a solo effort by 93.
The shot by Ratchford deflects out of play into the netting out the near corner. Matt Quilty with the unassisted goal. Quilty in the other previous matchup, Caledonia winning 4-1 in Welland in their only other meeting this season. Quilty with a hat trick in that contest. Nixon back behind his own net, jams it up the far wall. Malott losing possession, Allen down in the near corner to pick it up for the Canadians. Falling down on the play is Hatton, and a whistle on the play. Jake Brown to go to the box for sending Miller Hatton to the ice. Well into their first power play of this third period. Hoping to get back into this game after giving up a quick 2 goals on Matt Quilty and Cody Brown goals inside the first 2 minutes of the third. The shot wide to the near corner. Mattia, the pass in behind the net. Out the near side now is Fitzgerald. The centering pass at the far side for Mattia. His shot wide of the net. Goldsworthy able to keep it onside momentarily before Mitch Brown takes it away from him and sends the puck to the neutral ice to kill some time for the Corvairs. 1:08 to go left on the penalty to Jake Brown as Fitzgerald feeds ahead to Rougie, and as Rougie storms the front of the Caledonia net, Furlong covers up. 16 minutes to go for a shutout for Furlong. Furlong with 1 shutout so far on the year, as Jonathan can't clear the top of the line. DeFonso keeps it in. Desjardins with it now, moving to the top of the blue line for Lacroix. The pass down the end line for Lee. The shot by Desjardins, and looking for a rebound at the far side is Jason Lacroix. Desjardins over to DeFonso. His shot hit a Caledonia defender in front. Dorian giving chase. Desjardins cuts him off. Jonathan backhands it down the far side wall, taken away by DeFonso. Up the near side, Lacroix passes down the far side. Desjardins can't handle the pass. Jonathan chips it back into Welland territory. Lalonde coming the other way for the Canadiens now, and the shot by Lacroix. Lacroix moving in for the rebound. So he shot, got the pass back. Lacroix by that time in the slot. So Lacroix having a nice shift. The Corvairs now back to full strength as the puck goes out of play on the far side. Caledonia giving up just 14 goals on the year. That's tops in the league, and they haven't given up any more than 3 goals in any game. As Cipriano tries to pounce on a rebound at the near corner. Cipriano with a chance at the near side Furlong getting the pad down. The puck out of play and a face-off. Cipriano taking the draw opposite Murphy on the far corner. Murphy losing possession of the draw. Martin backhands it in behind the net. Falling down on the play is Cipriano. Barron getting the shot. Miller his shot. Cody Brown now back the other way for the Corvairs. Speeds down the neutral zone. Looking for Connor Murphy in behind the net. Martin out to the neutral zone. Ruggie passes up for Allen. Losing the puck. Ruggie gets it back down the far wall to Martin, who dumps it in behind the Caledonia net. Furlong playing it along the far wall to Fontana. Quilty speeding around the defenseman, beats Goldsworthy. No one there on the pass. Hatton moving around the defender. Miller Hatton with a nice move around Todd Ratchford. Furlong able to come up big with the glove. 13-13 left to go, third period of play. The Corvairs with a 4-0 lead. Caledonia with 2 first period goals, no scoring in the second. Goals in the third by Cody Brown and Matt Quilty. As Caledonia wins the draw, Brown forces it down the board, up the right wing to Dykstra. Dykstra turning around in neutral ice, going back for Ratchford at the right side. Morin throwing it down the boards near wall, cut off by Conway. Gives it to a teammate out the near half wall. Ratchford picking it off at the red line. Jeff Malott works his way around Goldsworthy, and the snapshot off the shoulder of Conway and out of play off the netting on the far side. Caledonia looking to go to 5-0 on the road. Welland will drop to 2-2-1 on the road if they are unable to come back here tonight. Desjardins, the pass for Fitzgerald. Back to Desjardins and his shot. The weak shot off the left pad of Furlong and into the corner. Fitzgerald plays it down the wall, far side, in behind the net. Fitzgerald gathers in. The puck back to Guglietta. His shot wide of the net. The defender for Welland mishandles on the play, and a 3-on-1 for the Corvairs. The quick shot by Jeff Malott along the ice. And Liam Conway having to come up big with the right pad to keep the Corvairs from extending their lead to 5. Abraham, his snapshot wide of the net, near side. Dorian down the wall for Mitch Brown, tied up on the near corner. The puck makes its way all the way down the ice, and Abraham back behind his own net to pick the puck up for the Corvairs. Christmas speeding down past the center red line, and his shot, a glove save to the far side by Liam Conway. So the Corvairs look to go to 10-0. The LaSalle Vipers in the West Conference nearly matching that. They're at 9-0 and an overtime loss. The LaSalle Vipers, as we wait for a delayed penalty, Caledonia will go back to the power play here. Jonathan in behind the net, pinned up against the wall by DeFonso and touched up by Lalonde. The LaSalle Vipers going to the 2010 Sutherland Cup final against this same Corvairs squad. The Corvairs at that time playing in Brantford as the Golden Eagles. The Golden Eagles winning the 09 championship. Their only Sutherland Cup final in franchise history. The Corvairs losing the 2012 Sutherland Cup Welland Brantford to the St. Catharines Falcons. So the LaSalle Vipers and the Corvairs early on favorites to go back to the Sutherland Cup. The Kitchener Dutchmen back in first in the Midwestern Conference after a win earlier this week over the Sugartons. Brown, his shot off the feed from Murphy off the far wall. The wrist shot by Brown. And Murphy now in the same spot off to the near post. 1:26 to go in the Welland penalty. Tyler Nixon, top of the blue line. Over to Brown, back to Nixon. His shot. Gourlay with the deflection, far side now, Quilty. Cuglietta trying to take it away. Cuglietta almost in on a breakaway. Brown working his way around two defenders. Murphy back to the left side for Nixon. Murphy, the pass out, picked off by Cuglietta. And down the ice, Furlong touching up. And an interference call coming up to Spencer Gourlay. So the Dutchmen, as mentioned, moving to first place in the Midwestern Conference this week. Kitchener with 6 straight wins to get the top spot in the conference. Under 10 to go now, third period of play. The Corvairs with a healthy 4-0 lead. The shot by Fitzgerald wide of the net. Ratchford picks it up and knocked over is Matt Quilty at the far half wall by Adam Mattia. The shot by Goldsworthy 4 inches wide of the near side post. Puck now in behind the Caledonia net. Fitzgerald, the centering pass from the far side. And Mattia with an open net, but he didn't have his stick to the ice. Welland back the other way. A big save by Furlong. Off of Lalonde. Lalonde then getting a rebound. Christian Lee with the puck now above the right circle, down into the corner for Damien Lalonde. Lalonde turning around, passing back to the half wall to Lee, and his snapshot, Lee getting it through the defender. Furlong getting the right pad across and directing it to the far corner before Ratchford throws the puck out. Under 30 seconds to go on the interference call to Spencer Gourlay now. Cross ice feed to Lee. Abraham getting back for the Corvairs. Fontana there as well. Lalonde at the board far side. Passes back to Lee, over to Lalonde. Moving into the slot. Gourlay picking off the puck and going back to the bench. or that was Brooker Muir, excuse me. Gourlay wearing number 9 last year, Brooker Muir wearing it this year. Gourlay switching back to number 5 as Greg Christmas clears the Caledonia zone on the far side. Cipriano near corner, loses possession of the puck. Corvairs inside his own line, the pass up to center to Scott Dorian, taken away by Adam Barron. He rings it around the wall and out the near side. Dorian to Brown, Brown in behind the net, centering out front to the left circle. Brown's pass deflecting high and out of play into the rafters by the red line. 6:31 to go, third period of play. Caledonia will go to a perfect 5-0 at home as well as 5-0 on the road. Welland, unless they can come back, will drop to 2-2-1 on the year. Cuglietta tries to move around Ryan Morin. Desjardins down the wall, far side. Throws it from behind the net out the near side, and Caledonia able to clear the zone. Welland, if they continue on the deficit here tonight, will drop to 4-3-2 on the year. Brown speeding around the defender. His shot wide and off the glass out the far corner. Murphy to take the draw against Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald winning the draw at his own blue line, far side, drops it back to the defender. Lacroix looking for a pass, but the pass by Rugi picked off by Gourlay. Gourlay and Murphy in there now, trying to hammer in a rebound. Gourlay behind the net, goes to the backhand and loses the puck to Lalonde. Christmas, the pass through center. Brown touches up. Murphy beats the defender to the corner and hands the puck back to Brown. Murphy from the end line, the shot from the right circle off the midsection of Conway and directed out the far corner. Brown turning around, pinned up against the boards by DeFonso. The pass off the skate of Lacroix. Christmas intercepting in the neutral zone and dumping it back in on the near corner. Rugi behind his own net, the pass up beside his own bench. The pass through center off the skate of Lacroix. Malott intercepts the pass to Brown down the right wing. The shot by Jake Brown kicked aside at the near corner by Conway. Morin at the red line, backhands it off the glass. Rugi takes it away, and the pass up the boards by Adam Barron looking for Lalonde. Lalonde goes cross ice, finds Stranger. Lalonde gets it back off the pass through the neutral zone, mishandled, taken away by Malott, and his pass to Jake Brown down the right wing, his shot wide of the net off the far side. Dykstra near corner by the end line, the pass out to Brown. Brown turning around. Jake backhands it down the wall for Dykstra at the end line. The centering pass off the skate of J.C. Corvairs. Nixon picks it up, speeds around the defender Barron, and the centering pass from behind the net to Malott. Malott's shot hitting Desjardins defending on the play, going out the far side. Malott takes a line change and trying to leave his own zone as Tyler Stranges. Desjardins dumps it down the far wall. The Corvairs now trying to lead their own end. Mirror at the left side trying to lead Caledonia territory. And Quilty skates up over the red line and past Goldsworthy into the corner deep into Welland territory. Goldsworthy picks it off. His pass off the glass goes all the way down the ice for an icing. 2:24 to go. Colin Furlong looking for a second shutout on the year after posting a 1.48 goals against average through the first month and winning goaltender of the month award honors earlier this season, or earlier in this game. Furlong awarded that plaque just before tonight's game. Play down the near wall inside Welland territory. Muir cuts it off at the end line, turns around, hands it back to Fontana, goes deep down the near side to Quilty. Quilty working his way into the slot, finds some room at the right dot, and his shot wide hitting the end board and coming all the way back out to center ice. Morin, the chip in. No one there for the Corvairs, so Morin goes off on a line change. Stranges picks it up. Christian Lee giving chase. The puck slapped away by Christmas. Goldsworthy inside his own line to pick up the puck for the Canadians. Christmas back to touch up for the Corvairs with 1 minute to go. Third period of play. First period goals by Kyler Nixon at 7:18. Spencer Gourlay replied just under 2 minutes later. 3-on-2 the shot, and Abraham rings it off the near post. Abraham going in on the 3-on-2. Off the pass from the left wing from Jeff Malott. Caledonia was looking for their fifth goal with just 37.9 to go. So Spencer Gourlay replied at 9:06. Caledonia with a 2-0 lead after one. No scoring in the second. Round of the backhand, and they score! Connor Murphy winning the draw, giving it to Cody Brown directly off the draw. Brown tailing off to Murphy's right, and Brown banking the backhand in along the ice. Past Conway. Conway no chance on the play. Cody Brown with his second goal of this third period and his fourth goal as a member of the Corvairs. So Brown with the first goal in the third period off the assist from Spencer Gourlay. Gourlay with a goal and an assist in the contest. Connor Murphy drawing an assist, so he'll add upon his league-leading total. Murphy #1 in the league in scoring. The buzzer goes, and the Corvairs skate away with a victory tonight. Matt Quilty getting the fourth Caledonia goal at 2 minutes of the third period. And Cody Brown with 37.8 seconds to go here in the third, getting his second goal of the period on the backhand at the far side. And tonight's final score as Caledonia skates off to a perfect 10-0 record on the year, 5-0 on the year here at home at the HCCC. Tonight's final score, the Corvairs 5 and the Welland Jr Canadians no score. For the Caledonia Corvairs Hockey Club, I'm John Molson. Please join us on Friday night for our next home game. That's 7:30 p.m. at the HCCC versus the Fort Erie Meteors. Once again, your final score here tonight, the Caledonia Corvairs 5 and the Welland Jr Canadians 0. Colin Furlong with his second shutout on the year. Good night.